Welcome to your in-depth horoscope forecast for week commencing the 2nd of December for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol on the desktop version of YouTube. This week has a real sense of excitement as Jupiter, the planet of growth, transits into the sign of Capricorn on Monday for the first time for 12 years. It is true that Jupiter is in full in its transit through Capricorn, which goes on until the 19th of December 2020. But it is going to be forging an awesome alliance with Pluto, the planet of change, for 6 months next year. So there is the potential for positive change, even if it's not its absolute best transit. But Sagittarius, which is governed by Jupiter, is where the Sun begins this week. But we also have Mercury and Mars in the deep and passionate sign of Scorpio. And it's true to say that Mercury's angle to Pluto this week is going to be very valuable indeed. This is because from midweek, the Sun starts to square with Neptune in Pisces, but there's also a quarter moon in Pisces too. This right angle with the Sun in Sagittarius can create a kind of mist of unreality. It can be hard to get to grips with facts and figures. It's important that if someone asks us to do something, we under-promise and over-deliver. But if we do need to cut through the fog, Mercury's angle with Pluto can be really very helpful. It's all about penetrating to the details and not really being kidded by what things seem. Really, the Sun in Sagittarius squaring up with the Moon in Pisces and also with Neptune is the ideal climate for fake news, quite frankly. So it's all about us all being much more conscious of earthing out pieces of information which are utterly reliable. Now, Venus in Capricorn is actually forging a beautiful link with Mars this week. So if you're lucky enough to be in a relationship that's going well, the more worldly side of your involvement could be something that both you and yours are appreciating. But also from Monday, Jupiter forges an awesome angle to Uranus, the planet of change. And if you are a more entrepreneurial type of person, this can be a great week to get something in motion that's important to you. For your specific forecast, Pisces, Jupiter, your ruler, moves into a truly brilliant location where it's going to be to the 19th of December 2020. Saturn, the planet of structure but also of limitation, has probably had quite an impact on your sector of friendships over the last year or two. Jupiter comes in to bring a much more refreshing, revitalising and positive vibe to bear. Yes, it's true that Saturn can still be a little bit sludgy and could inhibit some of your longer term plans through to around about the 18th of February, but then as Jupiter gets a toehold in Capricorn and links next year to Pluto, the planet of change, for 6 months, there's so much to go for and so much to look forward to. Now, your other ruling planet, Neptune, is also very influential this week. In a more challenging way, it links in a right angle with the Sun, which could mean that when it comes to your career aspirations, it's possible you could encounter someone who doesn't quite get where you're coming from, feels that you're being a bit too dreamy or idealistic. Or the quarter moon could mean that someone's threatened by your own ambitions. But you know, if you just take a step-by-step process and live very much within your own energy, the fact that Mercury and Mars are linking beautifully with both Pluto and Venus in turn, and then Venus and Mars link with Neptune later in the week, suggests you can get there in the end. It's more about your tactics. And I think the key is just not trying too hard to impress anyone. Just be your natural self. It's been a real pleasure being with you. If you'd like to go beyond your zodiac sign and discover what 2020 will hold for you based on your personal birth data of time, date and place of birth, please see the link beneath this video. You can get the rest of this year free and 30% off. But for now, good luck and goodbye.